My best friend took my girl, so I became his stepdad. I was 18 when my world exploded. Not the dramatic kind you see in movies, the quiet kind that happens behind closed doors when people you trust decide you don't matter. It was Marcus, my best friend since middle school, and Sarah, the girl I thought I'd marry someday. We were the trio everyone knew, Marcus, Sarah, and me. We hung out every day after school, shared inside jokes, made plans for after graduation. Marcus was like a brother to me. Sarah was my everything. I'd saved up for months to buy her a promise ring, planning to give it to her on our 2-year anniversary. The betrayal came through a text meant for someone else. Sarah accidentally sent me a message that was supposed to go to her sister. Can't wait for Marcus to pick me up tonight. Finally told him I'm ready to leave David behind. The timestamp showed she'd sent it during our movie date the night before. I confronted them the next day at school. They didn't even try to deny it. Marcus shrugged and said feelings change. Sarah said she'd been unhappy for months, but didn't know how to break up with me. They'd been secretly together for 3 weeks, planning their escape from our friendship like I was some obstacle to overcome. The humiliation was complete when I found out they'd been making fun of me behind my back, my acne, my part-time job at the grocery store, how I still lived with my mom. Marcus had been collecting ammunition for months, sharing it all with Sarah while I thought we were best friends. But instead of falling apart, I got strategic. I remembered something Marcus had mentioned casually. His mom, Linda, was struggling since his dad moved out last year. She was working double shifts as a nurse, coming home exhausted, dealing with a son who barely acknowledged her existence unless he needed money. I started small, showed up with coffee for Linda when she got off her night shifts, helped fix things around their house that Marcus was too lazy to handle, listened when she talked about feeling invisible in her own home. Unlike Marcus, I actually remembered her birthday, brought her flowers, made her feel appreciated. Linda was 42, divorced, and lonely. Her son treated her like a bank account with legs, but I saw her as a person who deserved respect. We'd talk for hours about everything, her nursing stories, my college plans, her dreams of traveling someday. She started looking forward to my visits. 6 months after the betrayal, Linda and I were spending more time together than she ever did with Marcus. When I graduated, she came to the ceremony. Marcus couldn't be bothered. He was too busy with Sarah and his new college friends. Linda cried when they called my name, prouder than my own family. The shift happened naturally. Late-night conversations turned into dinner dates. Helping around the house became staying over. By Christmas, we were officially together. Linda had never been happier, and honestly, neither had I. She saw potential in me that nobody else did, encouraged my dreams, supported my goals. Marcus found out during spring break when he came home unexpected. Walked in to find me cooking breakfast in his kitchen, wearing yesterday's clothes. The look on his face was priceless. Confusion, then disgust, then pure rage. He started screaming about how sick and twisted I was. "You're dating my mom to get back at me?" he yelled. Linda stepped between us, told him to lower his voice and show some respect. When he called her pathetic for falling for his loser ex-friend, she kicked him out. That was the moment I knew this wasn't just revenge anymore. We got married the following summer. Small ceremony, mostly Linda's nurse friends and my family. Marcus refused to come, told his mom she was dead to him if she went through with it. She chose me. As we exchanged vows, I realized something had changed. This wasn't about Marcus anymore. This was about building something real. The revenge part was just a bonus. Like when Marcus needed a co-signer for his student loans and had to ask his new stepdad for help, or when he brought Sarah to meet his family and had to introduce her to the guy she'd cheated on. The look on her face was worth years of planning. But the real victory is simpler. Linda and I are happy. We're planning to buy a house next year, maybe start our own family. Marcus still sends angry texts sometimes, but I just forward them to my wife. She usually responds with pictures of our latest vacation or dinner date. Sometimes the best revenge isn't destruction. Sometimes it's building something beautiful from the ashes of betrayal, right in front of the people who tried to burn you down.